Today, we dive into the dramatic rescue of Vienna in 1683, a battle that stopped the Ottoman Empire's ambition to conquer all of Europe and paved the way for the flourishing of European civilization just over a century later. Before we begin, support us by hitting the subscribe button. Your support is our greatest motivation. And now let's begin the journey. In the 15th century, the Ottoman Empire of the Turks rose to great power through its conquests across Europe. By 1683, the empire's territory stretched across all of southeastern Europe, the northern Mediterranean coast, the North African shoreline up to Morocco in the south of the Mediterranean, encompassing an area of 11.5 million square kilometers. With ambitions to expand deep into Central Europe and force the Christian world into submission, in 1683 the Ottoman Sultan sent Grand Vizier Kara Mustafa with an army of 200,000 to besiege the city of Vienna. Mustafa intended that after taking Vienna he would complete the conquest of Hungary and use it as a springboard to threaten Germany and Rome. Europe stood on the brink of being fully absorbed into the Ottoman Empire. Capturing Vienna would also give the Ottomans control over the Danubian trade route from the Black Sea to Western Europe and southern European trade routes from the Mediterranean to Germany. On the Viennese side, Count Starhemberg led the Austrian defence. General George Rimpler had designed a clever network of defences around the city. The first line included moats, and all major roads were blocked with sharp stakes. Behind them stood a series of triangular bastions that supported the front line. Troops in defence or retreat. These fortifications were backed by artillery with highly accurate fire from behind the walls. Watchtowers were positioned around the city walls, replacing medieval-style turrets, and allowed guards to observe the enemy from 3 directions: front, left, and right. These towers served as mini-fortresses to stop Ottoman assaults. On March 31, 1683, Grand Vizier Mustafa sent a letter demanding Vienna's surrender. Receiving no response, he advanced with 170,000 troops, along with 40,000 Crimean Tatars. A portion of the Ottoman army remained to besiege Győr, while the remaining 150,000 troops moved toward Vienna. At Vienna, 80,000 Austrian troops withdrew toward Linz, leaving behind only 15,000 men, including 8,700 volunteers and 370 cannons, under Count Starhemberg's command. Meanwhile, messengers were dispatched to seek reinforcements from Allied forces. On July 14, 1683, the Ottomans launched their attack. Despite being heavily outnumbered, the Austrians relied on their solid fortifications and superior firepower to resist. The Ottomans, although more numerous, had only 19 cannons compared to 370 Austrian guns. To avoid the deadly artillery, the Ottomans surrounded the city and began tunneling underground. The Austrians fought tenaciously, digging countermines to stop the Ottoman tunnels. The brutal fighting lasted through July and August as the Ottomans slowly advanced inch by inch beneath the surface against stiff Austrian resistance. By August 1683, Ottoman sappers had tunneled close to the triangular bastions and planted explosives beneath the walls. Fortunately for the Austrians, these explosives were discovered just in time. Nevertheless, after a month of defending with vastly inferior numbers, Austrian forces were being depleted and on the brink of collapse. At that critical moment, an Allied relief force of 80,000 troops from Poland, Austria, and Germany, led by Polish King John III Sobieski, arrived in time. The coalition army struck the Ottoman left flank and gained ground. Despite this, the Ottomans, still in large numbers, tightened the siege and attempted to breach the walls with more explosives. Some walls were breached, but the Austrians fought desperately to hold the city. King Jan III Sobieski then ordered further attacks on the Ottoman right flank and successfully captured the village of Gersthof, which became a vital base for Poland's famed winged hussars. On September 12, 1683, Sobieski ordered another offensive on the Ottoman left flank. The Ottomans fought fiercely, but Poland's seemingly invincible winged hussars crushed their forces. Following these decisive victories, King Jan III Sobieski prepared for the final assault to drive the Ottomans out of Vienna. He deployed 18,000 troops in 4 columns. Leading the Polish winged hussars himself, Sobieski's charge devastated the Ottomans, forcing them into a full retreat. The victory at the Battle of Vienna brought immense joy to Western Europe. On the Ottoman side, Sultan Mehmed IV blamed Grand Vizier Mustafa and ordered him to be executed by silk cord. This triumph paved the way for the later victory at the Battle of Lepanto, ending the Ottomans' dreams of conquering the Mediterranean and Europe entirely. After this victory, Vienna continued to flourish and became a cultural capital of Europe. Just 150 years later, the city's opera houses would echo with the immortal symphonies of musical geniuses like Mozart, Beethoven, Schubert, and Strauss. And that's the story for today. If you found it fascinating and want to keep exploring more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. See you in the next video.